Bonjour. Hello. Welcome to uh, my video for French 101 Chapter 2. Bienvenue et merci pour votre attention. Okay. Thank you for all your attention and for checking out my video. For Chapter 2, there's a lot of vocabulary, but a lot of verbs also. This is the first chapter where we get into quite a lot of verb conjugation. Okay. A couple of the most important probably the most important one for this chapter is the verb faire. Faire is to do or to make. You can also use faire when you're talking about the weather, like quel temps fait-il aujourd'hui? You can say il fait beau, il fait froid. I'm going to concentrate more on the on the grammar for this video because the vocab I figure you can kind of check out on your own. Okay, so let's look at the conjugations for faire. Okay, I'll say each one and you guys repeat after me. Okay, I do or I make. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait. Notice the pattern, everybody. I've marked it under in red. SST. That's going to be a pattern you're going to see a lot from here on out. Okay. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait. So the third person almost always ends in a T for these verbs. Okay. We do it. Try everybody. Nous faisons. We do or we make. And again, you can use faire as kind of a catch-all verb for all sorts of things. Faire du cheval, faire du bowling, faire la fête, faire de la danse, faire du shopping, faire du jogging, all these, okay? Try everybody. Nous faisons. Vous faites. This one is irregular. You do, you plural or formal do. Vous faites. And then finally, they do. Ils font, elles font. Let me just remind you that if it's masculine plural or if it's a mixed gender, it's il. The S is silent, okay? So they do it, ils font, and they do it, elles font, if it's a group of all females, okay? Elles font. Voila. Okay, now we have, just as an example, if you look at jouer, this is a very important verb in this chapter. Let me remind you, for sports and games, it's jouer a, and you have a plus le goes to o, a, u, right? A plus le, remember, goes to o, a, u, x. So jouer au kart, or jouer au football, jouer au basketball, jouer au baseball. All right. Sports and games is jouer a or o or a, au, aux. If it's an instrument, it's jouer de. And let's see if you guys remember what do we get? If you have de plus le, you get du. So if you want to say he plays the piano, il joue du piano, or elle joue du piano. If someone plays the cello, il joue du violoncelle. And if someone plays multiple instruments, you could say il joue des instruments ou elle joue des instruments. Okay? If it's feminine, it's de la, no change. Like I think Lizzo plays the flute, you'd say elle joue de la flûte. D'accord? Or de la clarinette. I forget which one, but I heard she plays one of them. Anyway, ER verbs. You can see how the pattern goes. Just like last chapter. E, E-S-E, O-N-S, E-Z, E-N-T. Okay? I just put this on here to illustrate that jouer is, even though you have several vowels here together, you have the O, U, E, it's still technically a regular ER verb, just like parler or étudier. It behaves just like a normal ER verb, okay? Like travailler, danser, okay? So let's run through it again. I play, je joue. Repeat after me, je joue. Tu joues. Il joue. Elle joue. Now, here you have the pattern E, E, S, E. They're all pronounced the same way. It's just, written a little bit differently, okay? We play, nous jouons. Nous jouons. And then you, formal or plural, vous jouez. And finally over here, il joue or elle joue. So they play, il joue, elle joue. Your ENT here is silent, okay? So really all of them sound alike except for the nous and the vous form, okay? Je joue, tu joues, il joue, elle joue. Nous jouons, vous jouez, il joue, elle joue. D'accord? All right, another important verb for this chapter, we have the verb aller. And I'm going to say a few words about aller because you could use it in conjunction with the contractions a plus le goes to o, right? Also, you talk about the future with aller. So you could say like, demain je vais travailler, je vais étudier. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay, so aller is to go. D'accord? All right, I'll go through it, and you guys see if you can test your knowledge. Okay, aller is to go. Okay, comment dit-on I go? Remember that one? Je vais. Répétez classe. Je vais. Je vais à l'université, je vais à la plage, je vais au parc. Demain, je vais travailler. Tomorrow I will study. Tomorrow I'm going to study. Demain, je vais étudier. Je vais travailler. Je vais écouter de la musique. Je vais faire du jogging. Okay, tu vas. Yes. Okay, so you go. Tu vas. How about he or she? Third person. Il va. Et puis we go. Nous allons. For this one, you want to have a little liaison. You want to connect the sounds. Okay, try to put in nous allons. So you're going to connect the S sound to the A, almost as if it were a Z. We call this liaison. Nous allons. So maybe tomorrow we're going to read the book. Demain, nous allons lire le livre. Nous allons lire le roman. D'accord? Vous allez. Again, a little imaginary line underneath these to connect the sounds. You go. Vous allez. Vous allez. Finally, they go. Ils ou elles vont. Vont. Okay, so they go. Ils vont, elles vont. D'accord? Now, if where you're going is somewhere masculine, je vais. Okay, I'm going to the theater. For example, I like to go to the theater to see plays. Je vais au théâtre. Okay? Remember, guys, when you have A plus le, A and le, you have O, A-U. Je vais au théâtre. Okay? Je vais au cinéma. I like to go to the Little to see foreign films. I'm a foreign language geek, obviously, and I love going to the Little Theater to see all these French films whenever they come out, and Italian films, Spanish films. So, je vais au cinéma. Good. I go there with some friends. So I have some friends in like the local French language clubs and my French book group. So we go to the movies together sometimes. Nous allons au cinéma. Okay, it's again le cinéma. If you have A plus le, you have O, A-U. D'accord? So once again, if you have A plus le, it goes to O. Nous allons au cinéma. D'accord? Okay. Nous allons au cinéma. And where you're going is plural, like the name of our country, les États-Unis. The example I used in class was Hero goes to the US. He's going to the US. Il va aux États-Unis. Il va aux États-Unis. This could be to the United States. This can also be used for in the United States. And we're going to carry this X sound over as if it were an S. Try it, everybody. Aux États-Unis. Il va aux États-Unis. D'accord? Il habite aux États-Unis. Okay, Hero is living in the US now, so il habite aux États-Unis. D'accord? Très bien. Next chapter, in chapter 3, we're going to be talking about different prepositions to use with different countries. If it's feminine, it's going to be en, so like en France, je vais en France, or continents that are feminine, je vais en Europe, or if it's masculine, au, je vais au Canada. So I often go to Canada, je vais au Québec, je vais au Canada, mais je vais en France, je vais en Italie, je vais en Espagne. So these feminine countries take the en preposition. D'accord? Again, we can use aller for future actions, right? So tomorrow I will read that novel, right? I have a bunch of reading to do over break here. So I might say, demain, I will read, je vais lire. Technically, it's like I'm going to read. Okay? But it's sort of like, if you want to think of it as I will read, you can think of it that way. I think on Duolingo, it says, I will read. Okay? By the way, keep going with Duolingo. Show me your scores at the end. I will give you extra credit. Okay? Demain, je vais lire un roman. Demain, je vais lire un roman. D'accord? So future actions. I'm going to read. Okay? You could use this pattern for pretty much anything that's going to be happening in the future. If you're going to work tomorrow, demain, je vais travailler. If you're going to study, je vais étudier. You could also change it up and talk about different people, right? If your sister is going to work tomorrow, you could say, she will work. Elle va travailler. So in that case, you would conjugate aller for your subject, for elle, right? But then you keep your infinitive. Elle va travailler. Repeat after me, répétez. Elle va travailler. Maybe this weekend, right? Future action. Ce weekend, elle va travailler. Demain soir, elle va travailler. If she's going to work tomorrow night, demain soir, elle va travailler. Elle va travailler. Conjugate aller, and you keep the infinitive. Okay? If she's going to read a book, elle va lire. she's going to study, elle va étudier. If she's going to travel to France, elle va voyager en France. Okay, hopefully you get the idea. These are all things found in chapter 2. D'accord? All right. Also, we have 3 new verbs that we have in chapter 2. For this, let's have a look right kind of toward the end there. Page 98. Let's have a look at page 98, and then we'll talk a little bit about those adverbs as well. Okay? So we have lire, dire, écrire. So maybe you could try it from memory. Lire, of course, to read. This is a nice one to start off with. I read. Je lis beaucoup de romans. Okay? This is also on your test, your take-home test. Je lis beaucoup de romans. I read a lot of novels. Okay? I'm kind of a bookworm, so je lis beaucoup. How about you read? Tu lis. Third person, il ou elle, lit. What do we notice, everybody? What's our pattern? Je, tu, both ending in S. Third person singular, ending in T. Je lis, tu lis, il lit, elle lit. D'accord? But guess what? They're all pronounced alike, right? Je lis, tu lis, il lit, elle lit, lit. Okay? You get the idea? We read. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Nous lisons. Puis vous lisez. And then they read, il lise, elle lise. D'accord? So again, nous lisons, we read. Nous lisons, vous lisez, il lise. Once again, your ENT is silent. It's almost always silent, folks, unless you have a vowel after it. If you were to say like, que lise-t-il, what are they reading? And that particular